Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ching, and today I'm taking you to one of the most popular Filipino restaurant bars in Las Vegas. This is Gimik Republik. Here we are, Gimik Republik. This is my first time here. I'm pretty sure I've never been to this. And it's actually been around for about 6 years. Here's what it looks like inside. I like actually how dark it is. Well, it definitely is a bar. So it's nice and dark. And if I walk straight, this is the stage. Cute, nice and cozy. Of course, I can't be in a bar without having drinks. So I'm gonna start with these ube shots. They come 4 in on a board, and it has ube cream liqueur, and I know there's some Kahlua in there. So word about town is that they're really strong, which I'm not afraid of. So I'm gonna try these. Baby shot. Oh God, that's good, but it's really strong. I think just one of these, one shot of these, I'll be like on the floor. But it's so. You can really taste the ube. It's so creamy, but then it's very strong on the bottom. I'd like to introduce you to my 2 best friends. You guys see how big this is? It's even lit up. If you order these drinks, this is Sex on the Beach to my left and the Margarita Azul to my right. They will deliver it in this thing, which lights up, which is really nice by your table. All right, let's try this. Based on the first drink, it might be really strong. So we're gonna do baby sips because I'm gonna drive. That's good. I can have. That's not over the top strong. That's good. Well, I only took a little sip, but I'm sure if I finish this whole thing, it will be. But that's really good. All right, let's try the other one. This is Sex on the Beach. I was gonna say I really like this, but between the two, I might like Sex on the Beach just a little bit better. You guys, if I start slurring, that means I've been taste testing too much for you guys. I'm gonna start with I'm going to consider it my appetizer, but Spam is such a Filipino thing. Well, also Hawaiian, but Filipinos love Spam. We have Spam silog. It's definitely a breakfast item. I love Spam. I try not to eat it too much because it's a little salty, but very excited that they have the Spam fries, and I love their presentation in the actual can on a cutting board. Oh, there is a slight crunch to it. That's really good. I just don't want to eat it all because I'm going to get full because I know I can gobble this. This is their bagoong rice. So it's rice and bagoong mixed in. So let's try this. I usually don't have rice when I'm eating so I don't get full too fast. But this is actually calling me because it's going to go perfectly with my crispy lechon kawale, which looks really crispy, you guys. They do not serve this with like a lechon sauce or mang tomas, but they do have like a vinegar and toyo with some garlic and onions. So Gimik Republik has been around for about 6 years. I'm gonna have to describe it as like a hot spot for Filipinos in terms of bars and restaurants because they basically open from Wednesday to Sunday and have entertainment every night, whether it's karaoke or an acoustic set or a live band. So it's a really popular spot. I'm surprised I've never been here, but I'm just going to try the lechon kawale on its own. I'll be honest, I thought it kind of looked dry to me, but when I bit into it, it wasn't. Nice and tender, the meat, and the outside skin part is just so crunchy. I haven't had bagoong rice in a long time, so I was excited to try this. I like that it has a nice, light bagoong flavor. Something new on their menu is this chicken sisig, and if you watched my other videos, I'm not really a sisig person, but I've never had chicken sisig before. So I'm gonna try this. It came out in a sizzling platter, and it is just basically all chicken. And I do chicken, so let me try this. I'm gonna eat it with my bagoong rice. It's got a nice light spice to it. Nice chicken pieces come out. I like this. I think I might like chicken sisig better than the original. I'm excited to be trying different Filipino menu items for you in this video. Today, I am going to have the embutido. So This is something I grew up eating, and I've always referred to it as like a Filipino meatloaf, but it comes out in like a tube shape. I haven't had this in such a long time. That embutido is so childhood memories. When I was a kid, I used to go to Filipino parties with my parents, and that was always one of the items on the table, and it tastes exactly like that. So I'm happy to say that they make it in a very traditional Filipino style. Nothing new age about that embutido, which I find comforting and I really like. Although when I used to have it as a kid, I remember having, I want to say like Vienna sausage in there and a cut hard-boiled egg, but this one does not have that. Next up is tortang talong. This is one of my favorite Filipino dishes. It's so simple, but I love this because it's made with eggplant, and I love eggplant. Egg, ground beef, put in the kind of eggplant, served with a side of ketchup. Look how big it is, and it's like broken open, so it's almost looking like an open face eggplant. It tastes like my mom cooks, which is really nice. That's why I like it. That's good too, you guys. And such a nice big serving. I have never had this before, but I'm gonna try it. It's called quitis, which is fireworks. So that I just bite right through it because the skin is on it, everything is on it, and so just join me as I bite into quitis for the very first time. I would not be good on one of those Fear Factor shows, although this is just shrimp, but I'm just saying. All right. I didn't take off the skin. I don't think you're supposed to, so it gives it a nice crunch. I feel like there should be a sauce to it, and it does come with vinegar, so I'm gonna dip it. And I don't know if you guys have followed me along in my different Filipino restaurants. You've never seen me dip anything in vinegar. Or maybe I have, but not very often. But I feel like this is calling for vinegar. That's very Filipino to me. Something I don't normally get. But it's good. I swear, today is the day of eating Filipino food that I don't typically eat. I usually have pancit bihon, which are the thinner glass noodles. Today we're doing Miki, which is a little fatter, but it still kind of has the same look and feel with the vegetables as the regular pancit I get, but just a different noodle, which I kind of like. This, guys, is just packed with so many different vegetables. Looks like a little chicken, is that shrimp? I swear I'm getting full. I typically don't, but I've been taking big bites because everything's been so good so far. That's good too. You know why? The noodles are different. I like the noodles, and they're almost like little pasta noodles, although they're like short. That's good. It's very seasoned very well. Vegetables are made perfectly. So here are my final thoughts. Big surprise for this place for me because it's a bar. So my expectations were that the food was just going to be little like bar chow, but they have full-blown Filipino dishes, and Filipino dishes that taste like my childhood because it tastes like my mom's back there in the kitchen, because whoever cooks this, the chef back there, cooks really homemade. It just tastes homemade, like it came from my mom's kitchen, which makes me feel really warm and fuzzy. I like these things, by the way, because we're at a bar. I love how convenient this is. This is about $89, and you don't even have to call a bartender. Just order this and you can serve yourself. But although everything was pretty good to me, standouts for me on what I ordered were, I love their tortang talong. I love this eggplant. It is so good. It's even slightly crispy on the outside, which I really like. And I like their embutido. It's just calling my childhood back to me. I love that. But everything else was pretty good. I highly recommend this place. They also have entertainment every single night. Closed Monday and Tuesday, but Wednesday to Sunday they have it's either going to be a live band, karaoke, or an acoustic set. This is located about 5 to 8 minutes from the Strip. So highly recommend. This is Gimik Republik. Thanks so much for hanging out with me again. Until the next video, stay safe. Bye.